Welcome to episode 14 of the Hard Pause Podcast. Thank you, folks, for coming. If you're viewing this live right now, or if you're viewing it on a later recording, thank you guys for taking the time to view the content. It's me, Julian Blaq, here with my brother, Quarter Water TV. We're going to be enjoying some time, having some great conversation. Please feel free to pitch in if you're on these spots. If you catch us live, hit us up on the chat feed. But if you're catching us in the past, just throw a comment under, especially if it's on the future, rather. Throw a comment under, especially if it's on the YouTube. But much love. Also, the music that will be featured today will be by Mark Matthew, Shawn Silver, and Slumpzero. So I have in the links. I have all of the description. Well, not the description. The links to their Spotify's. Please go and give those brothers some spins. Thank you. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you doing, big dog?
Oh, ain't nothing. What's going on, man? No.
Chilly. Let me turn
it. Man, we gotta apologize to the people because we missed last week, but
Yeah, that was all on me though.
That's all good. Now I was actually asleep, so I wasn't even tripping on you.
Yeah,
I wasn't tripping on that shit at all. Like,
yeah, that's good. At least you get some rest, man. I know you be grinding and working and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yo, in regards to like the current news cycle, I think the main thing we got going on in the current news cycle is all that stuff that's going on with Israel and a bunch of other stuff.
And that Will Smith and Jada shit too.
Oh yeah. I got in a witty banter. Some cat placed a picture of this Will and an old girl from the Suicide Squad. What's her name? Margaret Robbie. It was always rumored that Will and her was wrestling, but she kept her mouth closed. They don't got no proof. Everything about their relationship is speculation outside of this one suspect photo booth picture. They're both obviously intoxicated. They're a little too close. She pulls her shirt up, and then she had a bra on. She ain't do a real flash. And then Will pulls his shirt up. It's some funny shit. And everybody was assuming it. It's like, well, this was back in 2015. He's an adulterer. Y'all getting on Jada. And so I made a comment. I was like, yo, I like Margot. She seemed to be classy. If they was smashing, she kept her mouth closed.
Right.
She didn't talk about it. That's respect. Oh, a classy woman flashing. I said, it's not a full flash. She ain't showing near not a piece of areola.
And they was joking. And it's the thing too. You know what's the difference though? If Jada would have did her thing and she would have kept it under wraps, and had it not been like her son's friend, like people would be refusing to and then you keep dragging it, lady. Like you keep leaving this man. He be defending you, and you leave him on the island to die by himself. That's the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I think, oh shit, I didn't even mean to do that. I think August running his mouth too didn't help the circumstance. If he would have kept his mouth shut, it would have all been speculation still.
Nope, that's us blaming men again. I'm gonna show you why.
Why that? August
came to them. August was sick when he got there.
Yep.
She nursed him to help. She did some predator shit, nigga. If that was if that was a man and that was switched around, and if man would have had a daughter in his house and her daughter would have brought a friend in the house, they'd have been trying to get that nigga locked up.
They would have definitely looked more predatory. I mean, August was an adult at the time when it was.
It's not. That's not the predator part. The predator part is that you nursed them back to health on some motherly shit, and then took advantage of them. And then when you got tired of them, you just discarded them like some garbage. That's the predator part.
Yeah, I see it now. I didn't even look at it from that angle.
Yeah, because we niggas, and we just think he should have kept his mouth shut because we niggas, but. If you look at the victim aspect of it, it looked crazy. She looked crazy to me. She looked like a predator.
Oh, definitely.
But she could have easily went and got somebody outside of her house. Why it had to be her son's friend?
Convenience.
Man, convenience.
Apparently, August is packing like a porn star.
Who cares?
She wanted to ride the young lion.
Cares about that shit, like.
But
as old as Jada is, I'm sure all that type of shit don't really even mean the most. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
She a
But I
grown
mean,
ass. She ain't no young girl. It's a grown ass lady. She could have went and did what she could have
anyway,
went and did her thing anywhere. Like she could have paid somebody for real.
I doubt she would have had to. She could have found a companion nearby or some coworker or somebody like that.
So I'm saying she ain't had
Rumor
to do
was
that.
she
And
was
did
what?
what? Yeah, she what?
Rumor was she was clapping Mark Anthony. That's what broke him and J Lo up.
I can see that. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand all this embarrassment why she keep dragging this nigga.
Well,
Cause I think she hate the nigga for real.
I think
I
the
think
fact
she
that
hate
he's
Will.
I think the fact that he's sticking with her, I think they both might be in cahoots in regards to just relevance and dragging the drama on. She do want some. She is trying to maintain some sort of relevance by keeping this shit going. That's what some people say. How long are we supposed to care about this shit, man?
I think she trying to keep relevance. I think he trying to save face.
Yeah, but
She come out and say some goofy shit, and he gotta come post because every time she do some goofy shit, they gotta post some kind of family video with them all to every time she do this. That's how I know he cleaning it up. She do some
yeah,
goofy shit. He worried about the image of the family, so he try to come and clean it up and do that fake smile that he do. Like that smile, that smile, that shit. I could tell when he doing that fake shit now.
yeah. I mean, God bless him, man. It sucks if you got somebody that you putting work into that you love
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for that nigga.
unconditionally. But I mean, I feel bad for him in the aspect of that. You know, he obviously loves this chick,
So
and she obviously don't love his ass as much.
exactly why I don't feel sorry for his ass.
Should have
It's
fired
like
her.
it's like I yeah, it's like what are we doing here? Your kids is grown, nigga. Move
True.
on, man. Move on, man. Don't nobody y'all used to be this image of black love where people thought, oh, I want to be like Will and JD. Y'all tarnished that about it been about
Yeah.
10 years of tarnishment of this already.
Yo, did you see that J. Cole even paused that part and didn't say it in his song?
Because it's goofy now. It don't fit no more. They ruined it by doing all that talking. You know when they really ruined it? COVID.
Yeah.
I think COVID, a lot of celebrities started having like and identity issues. I think a lot of them started feeling their careers was slipping away for real. So they started doing anything during COVID. And I think Will was one of them. That whole family started
Yeah, he was,
feeling their grip. They was losing the grip on their fame. Like,
and he was focusing greatly on social media, big time.
and I'm telling you, I think that's what it was. And so was she. That's when all that red table talk. And this is why they came up there telling all their business. She done got so used to telling all her business, she don't know when to stop. She up there talking about her son got her taking psychedelics. You seen that?
Oh no.
Yeah, she said she be taking mushrooms and shit. Her son got her on that shit. She just can't stop running her. I don't think she can help herself. And she one of them people that think she's smarter than everybody else too.
Yeah. They were saying like some people were saying she's a classic narcissist.
Definitely, you could, man. She'll fit all, check all the boxes, dog. If you had a box to check, she'd check every single box of narcissism. Everything is about her, and it's never her fault. She everything on. Probably, like, I would have been dead with Tupac if it wasn't for Will. She wish she would have died with that nigga.
Yeah, it was sad when they played. They had got access to what do you call it, a letter from Willow when she was little to Tupac asking him to come back. I hope that shit was fake. Yo, Ray, much love for the like, big dog. We gotta have Ray up in here one of these days when we're doing a straight up political commentary or about life and period. He's a retired vet. He's done a couple of Twitch streams with me too. But yeah, that letter with Willow, she was like, "Could you please come back so mommy could be happy?" I was like, "Oh my god."
That's the
I hope
strangest, man. That's why I said
I
she's
hope that was
strange.
fake.
I
I
don't
hope.
know why they never came back and debunked it. It was real. That letter was real. The way she even still be talking about now, she just randomly said, "Oh, he had alopecia." Now you got people on the internet looking up. Oh, he really did. Who gives a man? What
Yeah, my man been dead how long now?
man, nigga? I was 15 when he died, dog. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, what is we doing here? You talking about this nigga had alopecia? Who gives a fuck?
I think she just.
And then she said she got alopecia. How you got here then?
Now, what I didn't know, she let out a little piece right after Chris got popped. Like after Will hit him in the jaw, Chris went to her and said, "Listen, that was just a joke. I didn't mean any disrespect." But Chris apologized to her. Chris Rock.
That's her story. I don't believe nothing she be saying.
She also said Chris tried
She
to
a
smash
habitual. She a habitual liar, dog. Like, I don't care what nobody. I think she. You know what she do? She's smart with it though. She tell lies on people that she know ain't gonna debunk her shit. That's why she keep lying on Tupac, because nobody can say whether she telling the truth or not. We know she lying about the nigga and proposing to her. You're lying.
Yeah.
Then you talking about you went to Rikers. You lied about that too, because he was only in Rikers for like a week. You lied. You's a liar.
There's actually a content creator that debunked that with the
She's a
timeline.
liar. Yeah, she's just a liar. Like, I don't even think Pac even looked at her like. I think he really looked at her like, this my little homegirl, and she had a crush on him. I think that's what it was. I don't think he was fucking with her like that. It didn't even look like it. And if you look the rest of his chicks, none of them look like her.
True.
She like a little boy. Like the rest of his chicks, none of them look like that.
Yo, there was it my boy, what's his name? The older black gentleman, he went off on her. He said, "You look good from the neck up, girl. From the neck down, you like a 12-year-old boy. You ain't got no titties, no ass, no legs." I said I wasn't even gonna get into all that too, because I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up watching her and all this other stuff, so I ain't gonna get into like disrespecting her, but I do.
I ain't gonna disrespect her, but she kind of deserves some disrespect, though. You know what I'm saying? It's the way she going about it. Like, stop dragging and shit. Like, we get it. Like, we get it. You settle for Will. We get it.
And that wasn't even a real settle. He was on a come up. She wouldn't ever have.
Man, she's unappreciative. He saved her, nigga. Now, we would have never seen Jada again if he wouldn't have married her.
Like our thing too was like when they told the story on Rev Table Talk. I saw it when he threw her 40th birthday party or some shit like that, and she told us this was the most grandiose, egotistical shit you've ever done. I was like, this nigga pulled all the stops for her. Had celebrities planned this shit for years, and then got shot down. I said that would have crushed me. And he said, I think he said after that point, he said, "It's not my mission to make you happy. You figure it out. If you can't make you happy, good luck."
They trying to hold some bullshit together. I don't care what they try to say or how they try to flip it. That's what it looked like to me. Like, they just trying to hold some bullshit together to save face, so people don't say they got divorced.
Like, well, you know,
because if they get divorced, he gonna end up having. She one of them bitches. I'm gonna show you what type of bitch she is. She get divorced from him. She gonna have to live in. She gonna still be at his house every day doing goofy shit like that. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of them ex-wives always at her ex-husband's house. Oh, I need her tire go. Everything happened to her. She calling her ex-husband. What you get divorced for?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little harder for her too, because she's gonna have the cash to go and do whatever she wants to do. So she to latch on, and plus, I don't think like if he's ever single again, he probably ain't gonna be alone very long. He's got probably a long list of bras that are more than willing to walk shoulder to shoulder with this cat in any direction he decides to go in. I mean, I'm sure she does too. She got a long list of brothers that's gonna be willing to holler, but
no, she don't. No, she don't. No, she don't. No, she don't.
You don't think so?
No, she got a lot of niggas that want to smash.
That's true.
Ain't nobody trying to, especially after this. She fried. I don't know, dog. You know, she had to go get a young boy to take care of him.
That's what a lot of successful women are doing these days.
That shit don't last though.
No. And then when they get divorced,
you know what else? Go ahead. When they get divorced, what?
then when they get divorced, the women are stuck paying alimony and child support to the dude.
Yep. So that fat ain't even gonna last long. They think because these chicks bossing up, they think they could go and live like niggas. And you know what else they lasted too? The stat that just came out, I think yesterday, a couple days ago. They said lesbians is divorcing at the highest degree to everybody. Period. Like, but
Yeah.
I've been told niggas that because every chick that I know that's gay, that's in a relationship, all they do is fight, and I'm talking about fist fight, like punch and beat each other up. That's all they do.
Yeah, they had a high rate of domestic violence.
That's all they do is fight. That's all they do. That's all they do is fight and cheat. That's it.
And the complaints of the divorce was feeling that the marriage was unfair, infidelity, and domestic violence. Same shit they pull on the dudes, men.
The same shit.
So,
same shit.
I think it's just people. And I had some friends, I'm not gonna call them out, that decided to pitch for the other team, females obviously, and they decided to venture in those relationships. And I told them, I said, women are very complex creatures. To put both of those, even if it's a masculine female, you're still putting two complex creatures together. It's not going to be any easier than dealing with
a girl. Even if she act like, see them, even the stud ones, they be acting like dudes, but when they get mad, they still act like girls. They do petty shit like women do. That is no disrespect to nobody, but it's a fact. Like, y'all ain't the same like niggas. Niggas, it ain't really masculine to do petty shit. That's why when niggas go, I'm about to get petty, that shit weird.
Yeah. And that's what
it's feminine for real. Like,
I told one of my homegirls I was frustrated with one of my male friends, and we were discussing what he was doing that was pissing me off. And I told her, I said, well, that's not the type of thing I look for in a male friend.
Right.
You need to get his shit together. And she's, well, that's your opinion. I said, well, who has a better opinion than a man about a man friendship?
Yeah, y'all women be thinking we ain't like y'all. We not sitting around talking about our feelings and shit like that. Like, just like I told this chick the last chick I was in a relationship with, I told her this. I said, right, you know what's different between men and women? I'm gonna show you what's wild between us. Women, y'all go around y'all friends and talk all kind of shit about y'all niggas to y'all friends. A man is not going to go around his homies and talk crazy about his girl to his homies, ever. And matter of fact, if one of his homies even offers an opinion too crazy about his girl, that's going to turn into some violence. We don't sit around talking crazy about our women to our friends. Like, y'all do that, though.
But listen, Patrick Bet David was talking about some shit when he first got married. He's been married for a long time. He's you heard of him, the YouTuber? Like, I think he's of Iranian descent.
Nah, I don't know what that is.
I'll show you some of his shit eventually. And he was talking about when he got married, him and his wife. And he asked her, okay, if you got a problem, what are your first 5 friends that you'll call? And she named these 5 girls. And he said, will those 5 girls take up for me? She was like, well, I don't think so. They'll be on my side. He said, everybody I got to call, they will take up for you, especially if you're doing your job as a wife.
Yep.
He said, all the 5 people I got be like, yo, you bugging, bro. There's your woman. She's taking care of your home. She's raising your kids. You got to chill, my guy.
That's because that's probably because we don't go around them telling them all the bullshit they be doing too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how they do us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Like, I was talking with my ex-wife one time. She said she learned that out of history. She had friends that hated me when they met us, she was young and she would tell them all this bullshit. And then she's cool with me and realized I did a good job. But then those friends are still acting like I'm a piece of shit. But all they remember is the young her complaining about shit that didn't matter, and they built their own opinion about.
And then the friends don't realize they friends be throwing sauce on shit too. They never gonna tell what they did, and they always gonna make it seem like you did worse than what you really did. Like, they're not gonna tell the whole story. That's the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Tyrese's recent ex-wife even said, she was on a podcast.
Hold on. Speaking of that, the second video, see the video furthest?
Okay, the furthest to the right. You want to play
that one? That's Blaq. Yeah, play it.
All right, let's rock it. But that's crazy if this is about what I was about to mention.
Exactly what it's about. That's exactly what it is.
I realized that this was a woman that was very simple, who I met in a $12 sundress and prided herself on being simple. And I don't care about money, stars, celebrities. I don't need to live and be around. Now, this is not, I'm a simple girl. Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old. Now you've hired 3 law firms to try and knock my...
You said fair use?
I said fair use. Saying that for YouTube.
Okay. Let me put it back.
Nothing to you to create that. Like, you should be able to say physical violence. I got 3 chicks pregnant on the side and love child, and I was on the road and smashing chicks on. Like, what did I do that made you become that? Everybody's got problems. Everybody go through shit. But I cannot sit here right now as a man to pull out my human calculator and say, I'm divorced, and I know why.
Yo.
It ain't done.
Oh, it ain't? Oh, okay.
Nah, it ain't done.
My bad.
There you go.
Let it roll. Oh, why that motherfucker leave? I just clicked on it. Did you click on it too?
People in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Oh,
you gotta play it all the way back. You started it for the end.
Yeah, hold up. I got
it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Try bringing it down and putting it back up. I don't know what happened to that shit. It's like,
all right, I hit it now. Boom. Learn not to fat finger it, because when you click it, it may take a few seconds for it to hit. And that's what was doing. That was messing up when we were. Okay, let me shut up and listen to this.
Oh, nah, this shit tripping.
But so, I mean, we could discuss in a nutshell. So Tyrese's wife, former wife, admitted if she didn't have people in her corner feeding her bullshit, she definitely would have made a decision to divorce him.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people like. They feed it, and people want people that are going to tell them what they want to hear, not what they should hear. Now, if people are telling what you want to hear. If you salty and you upset with this motherfucker and they feeding you shit, they're not going to tell you, "Oh, listen, is he a good man? Is he this? Is he that? What is you bugging about? He's taking care of you. Is he whooping your ass? He ain't cheating on you or nothing. He loves you. You love him. Get over it." But these ones like, man, fucking, he could have did more.
Nip, it's always you could have did. That's the problem. It's always you could have did more. But what happens is you get the next nigga they get. That's when they realize the last nigga wasn't as bad. Because the next nigga gonna do all that shit that you swore that the shit that you had before the last nigga you had, all the shit that you went through, he gonna do the same shit to you, and you gonna realize the last nigga wasn't that bad. And that's what your monkey ass get though. And that goes for men too. You do that to a woman, that's what you get too. That's what you get.
Yo, that's what I have this one content creator, right? She's a very articulate woman. She went through a divorce, but she picks dudes that behave the most idiotic and unmasculine ways and use them as examples for all of manhood. And then sometimes she'll throw a couple things in and say, I know not all men do this, but you think that you could do this and we have this. And she's like really articulate with it. Like one of my homegirls told me, I would love to see you debate her. She'd destroy you. I said, nah, she wouldn't, because I wouldn't argue about those topics. She's talking about idiotic men have unrealistic and unfair expectations of women. That's not most of the men I know.
I'll destroy them type of, you know what you do. This how you solve all of that. All of that shit they be saying is all just like some inner shit inside of themselves. That's what you attracting. Them type of dudes is the shit. That's the shit you attracting.
That's like the Cat Williams bit. It's like, you say all men ain't shit. What about your pussy attracting ain't shit niggas?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Cat, that motherfucker's a comedic genius. I like that dude.
Yeah, Cat is a genius.
Yeah.
Cat be going through it, but most geniuses is crazy. Cat is definitely a genius. And
you know, it's weird that persona on stage is not him at all. That's a character.
It's kind of him. It's him.
It's
a part of him.
It's a part of him.
It's just not him all the time.
Yes. Like when he did that interview with Larry Flint, You seen that one with the old dude that passed away? You see all the famous interviews.
Yeah,
his voice is much deeper. That voice is a character. That voice is a character.
yeah.
But a lot of that humor is him. He's a very like thoughtful, deep brother.
You gotta remember, man, this nigga got 7 kids. And all of them ain't really his. Like, you
He
know what I'm saying?
adopted a
He
bunch of
adopted
kids,
a bunch of them, but the fact that he did that gotta let you know what kind of nigga he is.
Yeah.
And one time I seen matter of fact, that interview, you ever see that interview where he went in on a lady from Atlanta?
Yes.
Now, in that same interview, if you listen to the interview, I understood why he was snapping on it too. But in that interview, if you watch the interview, he was saying how he got all his kids and he got to cook his kids a bunch of different shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? He might got to cook 4 different meats and this and this and that because one kid don't eat this and one kid don't. Just the fact that he that kind of nigga, you know, he ain't walking around silly all day. Like, you know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I bet you if he kicking it with his niggas, that should have come out of him. Like, you know
yeah. As they call it, get real niggerish.
Right, get nigger.
And the history of
turn that shit on and off. And then you gotta remember too, he's a businessman too.
Facts.
He owns all his own shit, like all his comedy specials. He owns all that shit. And remember that first comedy special, he was selling it on DVDs. It was Netflix was out, but they wasn't doing comedy specials back then.
And he kept like he was talking about. I think they said he may have the most specials of any comedian.
Yep, because he was doing them himself.
Yep. You know who I want to get? I want to get those Red Fox specials. I want to get those Red Fox comedy routines.
You probably could get the albums. You get the vinyl.
Yeah, yes.
You can probably get them. Probably a little expensive, but you probably could get them. You know, they be selling they be coming through my job, little turntables and shit that you could buy now and shit.
Yeah, I've been seeing like audio setups coming with turntables now on Amazon.
A lot of people been buying vinyls.
Yeah, well, you know what else went up? Cassette tapes and VHS tapes.
They said it sound different.
Mm-hmm.
They said something about the music, the vibration in the music was different in the tapes than it is now. Like, it's less digital.
Yeah, with the cassette and even the vinyl, there's a certain like earthiness to the sound. It doesn't sound digital and all digital and shit. So when you used to hear it, and then when I went to broadcasting school, shoot, we were still splicing fucking tape.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shit. We were still splicing tape back then.
I remember that shit like it was. I learned a little something from in there too. Like, cause remember, I used to sit in there with you. I don't remember that.
Shit, I forgot that, bro. I forgot
every
that.
time I used to be at your crib, we go over there. I'll be sitting. They used to let me sit in the back. I'll be right up in there, sitting in there, watching y'all do the little commercials and shit.
You know, they shut that Stratford Bridgeport one. They shut that one down.
Yeah, I think they been shut that shit.
Yeah, like over a decade ago. They still got the one in Florida, I think.
Yeah, but that'll be some dope shit to do right now because that's a good skill to kind of get. But I ain't gonna front. You do YouTube, you practice on these shits because you ain't gonna be getting no views in the beginning.
Yeah, and I
just cracked 100K.
Oh, congratulations, big dog.
Yeah, it just cracked 100K, and I'm at like 700 and something subscribers, so I'm close. I'm getting there.
You about to be there.
I'm getting there. Mm-hmm. You know what I learned too? I think a lot of these niggas be buying subscribers.
I could believe that.
I'm gonna show you why I'm saying that. Niggas got 6, probably 10, 20 times the amount of subscribers I got and be doing half the views as me. Like, the shit don't make no sense. Like, if you got 100,000 subscribers, you shouldn't be doing like 10, 20,000 views. It don't make no sense because a lot of people that's viewing your shit ain't subscribed to you. So you get your subscribers and niggas. Most of the niggas that watch your shit ain't gonna be subscribed.
Yeah, like I think with Jay says sometimes, even though she hit the 100K mark, she says some videos just pop off. She had videos that got like 30,000 views within 24 hours.
Because she ain't in the algorithm. I understand why her shit ain't doing that because she be doing that music video shit. So they probably can't put as much commercials on her shit like they want to.
Especially if the publishing company is giving a hard time.
So that's YouTube not pushing her channel. But when my shit is like, right, if I go on my analytics, if I go in it it'll show you. Mostly all my videos get found from the browse menu, like 80-something% of them. So that's YouTube pushing my shit.
That's true. But yeah,
Because they could make money. Because once they realize, once you start getting to the partnership, they gonna start pushing your shit more. It's just because she doing that music video shit, and them record labels be on some bullshit.
Yeah, she do multiple. She has like a cooking channel. She has a music channel. She has a movie channel.
Yeah, but which one got the most views? I mean, the most subscribers.
I think the music one has the most.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that shit is tricky when it comes to the record labels, because then record labels be on some, especially because I done watched her channel. She be watching the older videos, right? Them old niggas be on some bullshit with their music, nigga.
Yeah,
they be wanting their bread, like, you know what I'm saying. So it could be that too, like, you know what I'm saying?
And also she does look at too, like if it's a older group that has a following, she will try to view them. Or a lot of her content's based upon her viewers requesting, if it makes sense.
Yeah, because that's what she been doing. I get it.
Yeah. So she's consistent. She's been
But
consistent.
I ain't talking about like that type. I'm talking about motherfuckers that got the same, be having like the same kind of content as me.
Oh, okay. I got
you. In the same lane as me, and they shit don't be, it don't make no sense though to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially I shouldn't be really with 700. I just got 700 and something recently. Like with I was doing shit when I had 400 subscribers. I did 20,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's when I did my first. The first time I did 20K, I had 450 subscribers. Like,
oh wow!
So the shit don't make no sense. Like I said, my last two videos, one did 9K, and one before that, I think I'm at like 5K or like right just below 5K.
Yeah, she been doing it for a minute. She got some heavy view videos. Like the one I did with her where we reviewed is a movie, her movie channel, and that's the one that got like less than 24 hours. It got 30K, but they
copyright shit.
They took the money.
I'm trying to tell you that shit. When that type of shit is tricky, like, you know what I'm saying.
And then she said she didn't want to take it down because it was getting her a lot of subs, and it was.
You don't take it down. Leave that shit up. You don't, as long as you don't get a strike, I'm about to leave that shit up. It'll bring traffic to your channel. Like, you still gonna get subscribers with that. You know what I'm saying? You might not get the money off the views, but you'll still get subscribers and shit.
And she's the one
watch time.
Yes, and she's the one that explained it to me. Like she was like, when I first heard they were taking her money on a couple of viral. She had a couple of viral videos, and they took the money. And I was like, yo, I would take that shit down. She's like, nah, it's counterproductive to the progression of the channel. You gotta leave it up. You gotta leave it up.
Only take shit down and get a strike, man. All that other shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If it's
don't get no strike, leave that shit up. As it's still gonna bring traffic to your channel.
Yes.
But I bet you that's what it is. It's because that music shit is hard to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Phil Collins was that he owns a publishing to his, and he used to take the money for all the YouTubers.
I'm telling you, them old niggas, they different. The younger, you might get a more way with it doing younger music. Them old niggas be shrewd with it. They be wanting they bread. They don't play none of that. Just like what's that song? New York to the heart. We got love for all. Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. Remember that?
Okay.
Baby. That song, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, them niggas ain't really make no money off that because the song they sampled, them niggas then it took all the money, like 80% of that shit.
Wow.
Some crazy shit like that. Because I'm telling them old niggas be shrewd. Like, you see them Marvin Gaye and them peoples went and sued them niggas. That shit kind of killed Robin Thicke career.
Yeah. And the thing about it, it was very similar, but you could do that with every song.
Nah, bro. Nigga, it used to be this old station that's out here. They used to play with Tom Joyner and them. Nigga, every morning they used to play a mix with that Robin Thicke song, with the Marvin Gaye song that they say
that's
they
probably
stole
when
it
they set
from.
the alarm off.
This was after the family started suing. Once they started doing, I was like, yeah, they stole it. Yeah,
they stole the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Niggas might have been doing that, but that was the one that they just caught them niggas doing that.
Well, throughout music, people always do that. They get influences. Sometimes they don't even recognize it. Like they were talking about every major hit. There's a bunch of them that have all the same chord progressions. Might be in a slightly different key, but it's the same shit. Method Man was talking about what's that song that's like, hey, you get off my car. You don't know me. You don't know my style. He was talking about that whole flow was borrowed from like 80s rock. And then he even pointed out each song. And he wrote those bars when he was only 15. When he wrote that shit.
He spit that shit. He was like 25 when that shit came out. 24. Them niggas was old.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He because he's older than me. I think. What is he? Alexa, how old is Method Man?
Method Man is like 53 or some shit.
50, yeah, 52. You got it. Yeah, he's older than me.
I'm telling you, that nigga was 25 when Wu-Tang came out. Method Man, them niggas was like 24, 25 years old already.
When what you call it? When Busta Rhymes came out, he was only 15, 16.
Yeah, he was young.
Yeah, he was young. Alexa, how old is Busta Rhymes?
He in his 50s too.
51. Yeah, a year younger than Meth.
Yeah, he look all fucked up, head all big and shit. Fuck around with that nigga.
He's doing good, man. I watched him on the Power spinoff, man. I watched those Power
goofy
series.
as fuck. That nigga said some goofy. That nigga said some goofy ass shit. That nigga said hip hop came from Jamaica, which is the craziest shit on earth. That's number one.
Yeah.
And then he said America ain't got no culture. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Is he Jamaican?
He Jamaican.
Oh wow. Busta should go slap the shit out of him.
Nigga name is Trevor Smith.
Busta was
Jamaican. That nigga crazy as fuck.
What's with it with all the Jamaicans? Because Biggie was of Jamaican descent. Busta's of Jamaican. It's mostly those full body voice niggas.
But the crazy shit is it wasn't that much niggas that were Jamaican. It's a couple of niggas. Heavy D was Jamaican. Well, all them but the thing was, if you notice, all them Jamaican niggas came in the 90s though. Wasn't none of them niggas Jamaican in the 80s? Who the fuck was Jamaican in the 80s? I don't know, niggas Jamaicans didn't even listen to niggas. Just like now they got the Puerto Ricans saying they started hip hop too. No, y'all didn't.
Y'all did that hip hop spinoff, the reggaeton.
No, you know what the Puerto Ricans did because y'all grew up in the hood with niggas, and you was around. This what Puerto Ricans did. Y'all seen niggas doing shit, so y'all started doing it. That don't mean because you was the first Puerto Rican to do it, mean you started it. Yeah, you just was. Yeah, that shit crazy. Like Puerto Ricans did not start hip hop. That shit is weird. Like neither did Jamaicans. That's some Black American shit. Like these niggas saw.
And I remember the early days with the Sugar Hill Gang and all that other stuff. And I remember hearing that shit. I remember when radio stations wouldn't play hip hop. They had like one radio station.
Nigga, they got niggas in the 50s rapping, nigga.
That's true. I saw that video with the
talking about,
not even the 50s. It was black and white. It was like in the 30s.
It could have been the 30s too. That's the thing. See, this the thing.
40s, maybe 40s.
50s. The reason why hip hop is so hard to document, right? Because it really probably started in slavery, nigga.
It's possibly so. I could believe that.
It probably just what happened. Probably started from one thing. Probably started from the Negro spirituals, and then it spent off into. That's why you can't trace it back because it started from the beginning. It's just some American shit. Like it's a Black American shit. That's it.
Just
that's
like,
why you can't.
R&B.
It's hard to document it. Yeah.
R&B, jazz.
It's hard. It's all of that, nigga. All the music that you hear in America is Black music. We made all of it.
Well, they said Black culture is American culture. That's the only culture they got is from, and then also poor. Like here's the thing: they said poor white culture and Black culture. You ever hear some of those country songs? That's country hip hop.
No, that's because the only reason why it sound like that is because we started country too. They don't got no culture. That's no disrespect to them, but it's true.
It'd be some
all they shit is all they culture is taking our shit and doing it the white way.
I see some of these young bucks.
Nigga, Friends is fucking living single.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah.
No, ain't no. This is a fact. That's what Friends. The whole concept. I take it even further. You remember that show? It's that show Ashton Kutcher had on MTV. The Punk.
Yeah, Punk.
You know where that show came from, for real? MTV had a show before that Method Man and Redman had called Zapped, and they was punking celebrities. That's where they got it from.
Remember that,
Nigga? All they do is take our shit and do a white version. I'll take it even a step further than that. Channel 9 and Channel 11, UPN and WB, both them channels was dying. This where In the House.
I remember that show.
What's the shit with Flex Alexander and the girl
and his daughter? He had his
the shit with Malcolm and Eddie. It was a bunch of shows started coming on UPN, and then Steve Harvey show, Jamie Foxx show. They built the channels back up, and guess what happened? They whitewashed them again. One Tree Hill and all this other bullshit started. That's what happened.
Yeah, I watched
Fox did the same shit. Fox was dying too. And Living Color, Martin.
I forgot how funny Martin was, and Living Color was beast.
Martin was the funniest show probably ever for it to me.
You know what's funny is they had someone that did a collage of, and we got a little windstorm going on out here. They did a collage of Pam being so hilarious. The girl, the actress that played Pam, where she made Martin break character.
Plenty of time. She
was a funny chick, man.
But they all used to do shit where they used to break character. You'll catch a nigga off try to hide his face from laughing. That's what made the show funny. Mad parts of that was funny. Like even when he had the little fake dog.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that one up.
They was at the table laughing. If you look at them, everybody was at the table laughing.
And then Martin started like doing that shit, and it fucked everybody up.
No, what's crazy? That dog shit probably was some improv.
It definitely was.
He probably told him, "Yo, get me a black Rottweiler." Don't tell him though. He probably said, "Don't tell him. Just give me a black Rottweiler."
But no, what happened was it was supposed to be a real dog, and they got him a
Oh, I'm glad it wasn't a real dog.
No, they got him the fake dog.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't a real dog.
Somebody would have got bit.
Nah, because the fake dog made it way more funnier. Like the fake dog made it way more funnier. I'm glad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Martin was hilarious. But yeah, a lot of time they be taking our shit. A lot of white culture come from Italy. The Italians got culture. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Eddie Murphy.
The Irish do too. But English don't really. England don't got no culture, nigga. What the fuck is English culture?
Well, the brothers over there doing the what's it called? That not trap. Is it trap?
Drill.
Drill. The English brothers.
That's the spin of what we doing. Like
it is a spin. They admit that shit. Like, well, at least it's real drill artists.
It's UK drill, yeah. But I'm saying, like, I ain't talking about now. I'm talking about like white England, like not the black people. White. What's white English culture? We don't even know what kind of food they eat. What they be eating? Them niggas put mayonnaise on French fries.
Oh, that's gross.
It's gross.
I could do ketchup and mustard on French fries. I'll do mustard.
If the ketchup was mixed with the mayonnaise, maybe like, but not even too much mayonnaise. A little bit, like.
That's what Eddie Griffith's movie where he was the spy and he had to learn how to mix with white culture. And he's like, if you get mayonnaise, he had a watch that would shoot hot sauce out of it.
Yeah, you gotta do anything with mayonnaise once you get around them niggas.
Well, most of the white cats I know, especially if they Southern white cats.
Oh, that's different because they've been around. That's different.
Well, they said poor white culture and black culture have come up together. That's why a lot.
No, it don't. That's cat.
You don't think so?
Fuck no. I grew up around poor white.
It's always
no. I'm saying it'll be one white family in the neighborhood, right? They don't live like niggas. They totally different. Poor white people totally different. Poor white people is like a hillbilly. It's not the same.
But Connecticut poor whites. I done met some of these Southern niggas. They tend to be a little more, what do you call it, niggerish with their movements.
Like what? What you mean?
Like the food's different, their moves different.
That's because they learn how to eat from black people.
Yeah. But you
They
know,
ain't, they ain't the people are down there. The white people down there ain't cooking like the white people. White people up here cook like real white people. White people in the South learn how to cook from slave black people.
that's
That's
one of
where
the
that
reasons I
shit
was
come
saying.
from.
That's one of the reasons I was saying that the poor white culture came up. They learned that shit because they was right next to brothers and sisters.
Put a poor white
You can't
person
be
next
with
to a
them.
poor black person, two different type of species.
But
I
you
ain't
can't
gonna
you
lie.
can't learn from a motherfucker if you're not there with them. They can't learn to cook like a nigga if
But
you're
they
not with
had
them.
they had them in the house, but that don't really mean shit. It's just like the same way they steal everything else. Nigga, they try to steal R&B, couldn't do it because niggas still could sing. They try to steal R&B, so what they did was they said, all right, fuck it, we can't steal R&B, so we gonna just make up this shit and just start calling it pop. The fuck is pop? What's pop?
Yo,
What is that? You know what that is? What's pop?
popular music allegedly, but it's
What does
usually
that mean though? How is that a genre?
it's not even a real genre because they take Snoop Dogg could be considered pop when he releases a
No,
song.
that's now though. But you
Yeah,
know, in the
back
beginning,
in the
pop
day, it
was
was.
just what pop was for real. Remember when Boys to Men and Jodeci and all these niggas was
Mhm,
scraping shit? When the
mhm.
white people try to emulate that with the cornflake music, they took them and start calling them pop. That's what that is white R&B music.
Yo, I remember when I first heard
Backstreet
Jodeci.
Boy shit.
Yo, Jodeci just was on another level when I first heard them.
Yeah, they kind of revolutionized the boy band shit for it.
And it was crazy is at that time I was singing and shit, but we was doing mostly gospel stuff. Yo, Miss Lovable, thank you for coming to the stream. Shout out to Miss Lovable. If you don't already got her followed, make sure you're hitting her with that follow. That's the homie. But I was singing a lot of gospel shit. And all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden I turn on the radio and Forever My Lady comes on. I was like, what? Forever My Lady just didn't sound like nothing that was out there,
Yeah,
right?
because they grew up in the church too, so that's probably why you felt that shit.
So, and you know you remember Dave Hollister that was with Blackstreet, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's literally their cousin.
Yeah, I
They
knew
sung
that.
in the same church. A lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that shit.
Dave Hollister had a unique voice.
Yeah, Dave Hollister was dope. That was probably R&B's best era. That the
Mm-hmm.
early '90s to like the late '90s, early 2000s. Like a
Underrated.
good stretch. Yeah, it's a good
Jagged
stretch.
Edge was underrated. Joe was
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah,
guy.
Joe. You know what I still listen to that you put me on? That D'Angelo, the first album, the Brown
Yo,
Sugar
that
shit.
brown sugar shit. Yo, D'Angelo was on another level, bro.
Nigga, I still listen to that album. That shit was fire.
You gonna
Like,
make me have to play. I'll be sitting here sometime and I'll be like hearing some songs and I'll be like, I ain't gonna say her name, the Amazon version of Google. I'll tell
mm-hmm.
it, just play this shit. We was listening to James Brown, we was listening to Jodeci, was listening to Jagged Edge. I'm gonna have to play some D'Angelo now. I haven't heard D'Angelo in a
Yeah, I'm
minute.
telling you, I still be playing that all the time. You put me on to that shit. That album was fire. It was
Right.
nice and short, like
And
12 songs, nice and short.
every song was quality.
Yeah, that was a good album. Man.
Every
That
song.
whole era, like if I had, I couldn't even pick my favorite. I couldn't even pick a top 5. It's too many albums that came out
Yeah.
from like 90 to 2000. It's too
Mm-hmm.
many good albums that came. Like R&B, way too many. Like, all the Mary albums.
Mm-hmm. Mary, Faith Evans when she hit up. You know what pissed me off is that Faith and Mary couldn't get along better. That's the reason they didn't do more work together.
I
Those
don't
two,
even care. That don't even
those two
bother
was
me at
fire.
all.
But
That
those
them not
motherfuckers in the
working together.
content.
Yeah, them not working together though. They still was making good music. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, separately.
That Donnell Jones album,
Donald
Where I
Jones,
Wanna Be,
my
fire.
shit. That's what got me through basic training. Well, AIT, I can have music
Yeah,
and
that was
basic.
like 99, 2000,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, that was a good classic album, man. It's a bunch of them. That's why I
Erica,
said that era.
Erica Badu.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
one.
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I don't.
first.
That's the only one I ever listened to. I gotta listen to some more. I heard songs from her other albums, but that Baduism, that first
Yeah,
album,
she got weird after the first one. That's when she
you know who
started
helped her write
getting
that
bizarre.
one?
Who?
Jill Scott.
Oh,
Jill Scott
I
was
ain't
on
see.
a lot of.
I didn't even know who Jill Scott was back then.
Yeah, I didn't. I knew who she was a little later.
That was
Jill
about 98.
At least about 98, 99.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that was definitely not. I was in
97.
high school. Yeah, I
97.
was in
It was
high school.
97.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't 99. I
Yeah,
was still in high school when that shit came out.
yeah, because when I was listening to that while I was in AIT, so that was in 97.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That was a good that whole like that 90s was a classic R&B era, like classic. It had mad boy groups, mad girl groups. One of them girls from what's that group? 702. Is it 702?
702.
And
She's
one of
an
them girls
actress
just
now.
died. I think one of them just died.
Oh
Was it
no.
702, not 702? I think it was 702. One of the girls just died. Had some kind of kidney disease or some shit like that. Yeah, hell yeah, that was a great era, man. Classic era.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy? When people be like, "Yo, R. Kelly was the great," I never was that crazy about R. Kelly shit like that.
I was feeling R. Kelly a little something.
Like some of his shit, but he don't got not one album I could be like, yo, I could play that whole album through that whole shit. He don't. Like he used to get too silly on songs to me. Like I wasn't he had joints though. The ones that I liked from him, I really, really liked them. But
she was only 43. Yeah, she was only 43. Her name is Irish.
Right?
Yeah. Grinstead. Oh,
yeah, like my age a little, yeah. Like
yeah, she's young.
Some kind of kidney shit or some shit, right?
I ain't get into the article too yet.
Yeah, this was recent, like probably like last month, a couple weeks ago, something like that.
The article that I pulled up was that was from July. That can't be right. What? It says July 22nd, 2023. That might have been when this article.
So it could have been, it could have July 22nd. That's a couple months ago.
Okay. One of the links is September 18, 2023. But I don't know. That was July 22nd. Was some of the other members did a tribute to her.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. I one of the reasons I like, there was a couple of R. Kelly albums that was just bangers. He was good for remixes. He was really good when he worked with other people. He could make when he worked with other people.
Yeah, but he like when his albums, he don't really got no album that I'll be like, yo, that's that whole shit. Like how Mary albums be.
Yeah.
That's why Mary said if she do a versus, she said, man, I could just put on What's the 411 and walk off the stage. And that's true. That's why when people was talking that R. Kelly shit, I swear to God on everything I love. If R. Kelly wouldn't have caught this case, him and Mary would have did a versus. Mary would have smoked his boots. I'm telling you, because like them first 4 albums Mary had was like until Share My World, it's getting crazy because you think about What's the 411 and then My Life and then Share My World. Them 3 albums right there, it's gonna be hard for you to get through them 3 albums.
And I think Share My World was she did some songs with Faith on that one too. Share My World.
Maybe she got a song. She got the song R. Kelly on there.
Yeah,
she was never with Bad Boy. She was with Uptown.
Oh, while Diddy was there.
Yeah, while Diddy was there. Yeah. So Diddy helped her on the first one, but the second ones and all that, wasn't no Diddy there.
Oh, that what you call it? That Power spinoff. Mary's on there doing a phenomenal job as
I never watched none of them shits. Like Power,
she's doing a thing. She's a very likable yet unlikable character. She's shady, but most of those shows, what they do is they portray a character, and the character will do some grimy shit, and then as the character progresses, it'll show some humanity. So then the audience will get connected with it. So you might hate a character for a good portion of the show, and by the end of the show, you love the motherfucker.
Yeah, that means you're doing a good job acting for real. You know what I'm saying? That's good because Mary was. What's that show? That movie she did with Q-Tip. She did a terrible job in that movie.
She definitely got some acting lessons.
Yeah, that's good. Shout out to Aunt Mary.
Her character's not likable yet. She's likable in the beginning, and she slowly takes that likableness away.
Yeah,
she's at the point of where you don't like this bitch. She's done too much.
Shout out to Auntie Mary. Like,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mary ain't had
Yes,
no
sir.
kids. I'm not. She should have had some kids.
Oh, she never had no babies?
Hey, Mary ain't got no kids.
Damn. She too old to have them now, huh?
Hell yeah, Mary in her 50s.
Yeah.
She definitely too old.
And then she divorced that dude, and that dude got alimony from her.
We knew that. See that coming.
She
Son, this
divorced-
the thing them chicks don't be seeing. Like a real nigga, like if a real nigga getting, like, say he meet a woman and she's successful. If he ain't trying to use her, he not gonna try to put his name on all her shit. Like he ain't gonna try to be her manager and all this goofy ass shit. Let her hire you. Stand by your business. Do it. Let
Yo,
her handle that. Like.
that
But
dude was
all
her
them
manager?
every time, yeah, that's how he was their manager. Shit, he the one that convinced her to do that shit, that stupid ass crispy chicken video. Remember that?
What
Crispy
company was that for?
chicken. I think was it Burger King?
I mean, how much money she get paid for though?
I don't give a fuck. That shit almost killed their career behind that shit.
Some stereotypical
Yeah,
chicken.
she did. They had her dancing on the table talking about crispy chicken in the commercial. They took the commercial down. Nigga, you try to find that commercial. It's hard. They took it down. Like I don't even know if you could find it. Let me see if I can find that shit. I don't even know if you could find that shit for real. Cause I know I think it was a Burger King commercial, and people was hot about it. Like, oh, it must be still up here. Yeah, it's still up here.
So did I send you the that Howard Stern
Yeah,
skit?
but Burger King unaired that shit though. Because she was getting, they was frying her behind that shit. Like,
Yo,
you got the queen on the table dancing over some bullshit.
crispy
Like,
chicken.
listening to this goofy ass nigga.
Yeah, but the problem with him, he didn't understand how iconic Mary was. She's she's
How?
literally an icon.
But
He obviously, if you had her dancing on the table for some motherfucking crispy chicken,
he knew how iconic he was. He just didn't give a fuck. Like, that nigga didn't care. Like,
he's one of them get rich quick dudes.
yeah, that's it.
Just
Like,
wanna-
that nigga didn't care. Like, nigga did not care. Like,
Yo, what's that first video you queued up? What's that one about?
oh, God, play it.
Now let me hit this hoe.
Gotta see, make sure it's at the beginning too. Like, hopefully it'll play. Like,
Hold up, I'm gonna move it back to the beginning.
yeah,
I didn't realize you could do that.
yeah.
Okay, it's there. It's just not playing.
Shit,
Oh, it looked like it's moving, like it's playing, but it's just not playing.
is the sound down?
Not the sound, because this sound's connected to the sound, your sound too. So
It's not. Shit, tripping, man.
the StreamYard gods need to work with us today. We would like this video to play. If you could.
What's that other shit? We might need to try that other shit one time.
We could check it out. We definitely could check it out. I got to remember where it is. I sent that link to you too, so it's in our
Yeah, I gotta look for it too. Like, that should be a long time ago. For
That shit was like talking about 4K, and the dude had the screen split, and
that shit looked crazy. That shit
Yeah.
looked crispy. Like,
We got
to take this down or what the fuck, man? That shit be tripping.
So what was the essence of the video? You remember?
It was basically the dude asked his wife would she cheat on him, and she said yeah, she would cheat on him. That's why she don't put herself in them type of. The way she answered it was real though. She said because she don't. She said yeah, she would cheat on her. That's why she don't put herself in them type of situations or them predicaments. Like, you know what I'm saying? So basically, she wouldn't cheat on him because she's not gonna put herself in them predicaments. But she was saying anybody, we all humans, like anybody is capable of cheating. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's funny is that the essence of that is what I always tell people. Like, you know, when I'm married or I'm in a relationship, I'm not gonna be drunk up in a spot with a bunch of bitches, and especially if I'm there. I'll go there and I'll carry myself if it's an event that I have to be. I'm not gonna disrespect my lady by being alone with someone that's obviously attractive that likes me.
Right.
So I'm not gonna put myself in a situation.
You asking for it, like,
yeah,
you
you
know
asking
what
for
I'm
it.
saying? Like, to me, just putting yourself in a predicament is cheating because you're gonna be mad as fuck if your girl do that.
Facts. That is fact.
Even if she don't cheat or not, if she put herself in that predicament, you're gonna be mad. Like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Just the even thought of it, like the premeditation of it, even doing some shit like that, putting
Mm.
yourself in that type of vulnerable predicament is like basically some unfaithful shit. Like,
And like even if you find yourself, let's say you find yourself in a circumstance, you didn't put yourself in that circumstance, and you see the shit just don't look right, it's your job to leave.
yeah, take yourself out of that situation
Remove
before it
yourself,
get too stupid. Yeah, like,
you know? That's what we were talking about. I was talking about that with one of my old friends. She was mentioning too, because she's a black woman is no, she's Puerto Rican. She's about your age, and
mm,
she never really messed with a lot of dudes. But she was asking me, she was like, "Yo, why is dudes so concerned with body count?" I said, "I'm not really concerned with body count. I
yeah,
don't
I don't give
ask.
a fuck.
I don't ask. But if a girl moves like a hoe, I'm not dumb."
See,
So
these
she's
internet niggas, that's what it is with these internet niggas. Like, in real life, real niggas don't, like, who the fuck give a fuck? Like, nigga.
now. Now I have been in circumstances where the situation warranted. Like there's certain ladies you meet and you're gonna put them in a fuck only category. You're never gonna wife them. You
Yeah,
just
but I
gonna spend.
don't need to ask them how many niggas they fuck. I can
For real.
just know how she carried herself.
Yeah. and
That's what I'm
that's
saying,
how you
because I
deal
don't
with
really
your food.
care. Like, I don't like. I did be honest with you. I don't give a. I really don't give a fuck. What I like is what I like. As long as
Facts.
she be faithful to me, that's all that matters. I don't give a fuck because
And
I'm not asking.
then I did tell her one thing. I told her, I said, she was like, so what's the difference between a woman that's a hoe and a dude that's a hoe?
No
And I
such
told her,
thing as a dude that's a
I
hoe.
said, well, dude, yeah, dude that's got a lot of bodies. I said, a dude ain't gonna pen a kid on you. A
Listen,
dude ain't gonna make a baby and pen a kid on you. Oh, a dude ain't gonna make a baby and pen a kid on you. A
there's
dude,
a whole mad reasons behind that too. Like,
yeah, dude, especially if a person's usually loose with their body and just throwing it all around nimbly bendly and they haven't matured. If your relationship has a moment of hairiness and someone gives them the itty bitty spark of attention, sometime they're gonna go throw that cooter on this motherfucker.
yeah, sometimes it don't even gotta. You ain't even had to do nothing. They could just feel like
Be
just
out
wanting to
drinking.
step out because that's how they are. Like, that's just what's in them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I told her, I said, that's why you gotta respect girls that are super selective what they do. Oh, that shit knocked over your drink.
Nah, just a little bit. It's good.
Oh, you good, you good. Yeah, so I told her, I said, that's why I always respected girls that were. I respect all women because I even talked about this too.
Yeah, I don't even
No,
care if they lie. I respect all you bitches.
yeah. yo, yo, here's the deal. Who's I talking to? I was telling them, I said, every male person that was influential in my life never disrespected women.
Yeah, we don't play that shit. Like,
Never
bruh.
did. Willie D, God rest his soul, miss you, pops. He'll throw that dangalang around everywhere, but he would never, if you use the word bitch or hoe in front of him, he would wince. Don't talk about women like that. That's why I said that's one reason I would go to the strip club and I would be calling the strippers ma'am. I said, madam, where would you like me to place this currency note, near your vagina or your buttocks?
That's funny. But see, this is the thing though. Even with even like I don't even know nobody that be beating on it. We don't play that shit.
I never
But
had
I don't even know nobody that be like
same.
that, just beating on a girl. Like, what?
Whooping a
You
girl.
don't get up out of here with that.
And I said, if I knew a nigga that was beating on this girl, I'm not fucking hanging with that guy.
Nigga, you'll never be my friend
You know
doing
what
no
I'm
shit.
saying?
Like, first of all, if I catch you doing it, I'm gonna check you when you
Yeah,
do it.
for real.
I'm gonna check you right then and there, and then after that, I'm gonna let you know, nigga. I'll never fuck you. Be beating on your girl, nigga.
That's crazy. I never
That's
knew you.
crazy. Yeah, it's weird. Like,
I've had friends who's had their lady while out and attack them.
that's normal though.
That shouldn't be normal, but it is.
It is though. Like we could say what shit it is. Shit, that shit is normal. But then again, I know chicks that them attack other niggas, and then when you get them, they want to attack you. Sometimes niggas be doing crazy shit too. Like, but even if a nigga doing crazy shit, that still don't mean attack them niggas though. Still, like everybody should keep their hands to themselves.
To their fucking selves. That's what I believe. Everybody should keep their hands to themselves.
Keep your hands to yourself.
And I've only had a handful of times in my life where I had a woman put their hands on me, and it was very difficult to get punched in the face and not slap the shit out of a motherfucker. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. I promise you.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I never had. No, let me lie. My baby mom. The only time like my son.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I don't play like that.
One time, my second oldest mother hit me, but I was young and full of like she hit me, and without a blink of an eye, I backhanded the shit out of her.
Oh yeah, nah, I never did. I ain't reacted neither one. I just
I did it before I thought, and I was like, fuck. After I hit her, I was like, and I tried to play it cool. Don't ever put your hands on me again. She hit me when I was rolling onto the highway.
Oh, you was in the car. That nigga's
in
crazy.
The car. Stars. I was like, what the fuck is she doing? Is she trying to kill both of us?
Hell no. Nah.
I remember that shit because that was like, I felt so bad for like hitting her back.
Hell no. Nah.
I felt so bad.
Shit, hell no. Nah.
Actually, I probably shouldn't even share that story over here because everybody knows who she is. Shit. But you know who she is.
Y'all was kids.
Yeah, we was young.
Dude,
that's crazy. I'm 49. You know, she's 50.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your kid is grown. Like this was happening before y'all had a kid then?
No, it was pre the kid. The kid wasn't even
saying. Like
it was years before the kid was even conceived.
How long ago that could that had to be so long ago? Like damn near 25 years ago, 30 years ago.
But there was this thing. It was two doors you could go through, a red door and a blue door. One door you could reset your life and time travel, and the other door you get $10 million.
Give me the 10 million.
Same.
Fuck that shit.
And my rationale behind doing it is because if some of the mistakes I made in my life and the people I've met, you know, if I change one thing, one of my kids ain't gonna be born, and I love all them niggas. Exactly. I can't imagine a world without them.
Exactly.
So I would take the 10 mil every time.
On top of the fact you don't know what the fuck could go wrong in that second spin.
And and you ever watch those time travel movies where people keep trying to go back and fix shit?
You can't fix shit. Nope. That's one thing I learned from all the movies. I done watch cartoons, movies, all that shit about shit like that. And the common denominator is you can't fix shit. Shit that was fucked up, it was supposed to be fucked up. You can't fix it.
Like, there's this one alternate history where someone went back in time and stopped the Kennedy assassination, and all sorts of crazy shit happened for that. Because you know, if Kennedy was never assassinated, a couple things would have happened. The CIA would have been dissolved. He was getting rid of them. The Vietnam War would have never happened. We would have never went into Vietnam. And the United States dollar would still be on the gold standard. He was stopping that too. So I don't know how all those are bad, but they said a bunch of other bad shit happened because he was still alive. And it brought us to a lot of other wars.
That's how shit is here. You can't fix it. Yep. You go back and fix it, it's gonna make it worse.
True that.
Even in Back to the Future.
Yo, yeah, that was one of I like that movie. I was supposed to say rest in peace. Michael J. Fox, hope that Parkinson ain't shaking you to death. I heard weed helps with Parkinson issues.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Michael J. Fox somewhere blowing it down right now. Guarantee Michael J. Fox probably got some gas somewhere.
That young, well, he's an old man now, but when he was a young,
he had it since he was young too.
But his work ethic was ridiculous. When he was doing the Back to the Future movies, he was still recording a TV show actively.
And he did Teen Wolf at the same time too. The first the first two Teen Wolves, he did that Back to the Future and the show Family Ties.
They said literally he had to set an alarm and his managers would have to help him wake up and rush to the places. He had such a tight schedule. Mm-hmm. That work ethic has to be commended. That's not regular people stuff. That's a dedicated motherfucker right there.
Only reason he stopped when he started getting shakies.
When he started, he was still doing TV shows. He was still doing multiple different things.
Michael J. Fox was on fire until he caught Parkinson's. He was on fire until he caught that shit.
And afterwards, he still did a few shows.
But his shit had to slow way down because the doctor. I remember that shit because he started. You could see it. He was shaking.
Yeah.
He was shaking.
Like he was doing a quick head shit.
Yeah, he started. You could see that shit.
You ever see the video of the dude with Parkinson's and they gave him some weed and
I seen that.
Tremors away.
Yeah, I seen that. He smoked, and as soon as he was shaking when he was smoking, as soon as he started smoking, that shit slowed down.
Yeah, and he
was regular. Yeah.
Y'all want some tea? Yo, you know what's the other thing too? Like with the mushrooms, microdosing people with severe emotional trauma actually helps. They were using
they be selling them shits in the store out here. Really? In the corner store, I swear to God. Mushrooms? Not like they don't sell like the you can't get like the dry mushroom, but they had an edibles. And they have them in a pack. They got them in a corner store. You could go in the store right now. I could go get some right now if I wanted to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, one of these episodes, I'm gonna do the shroom episode.
Definitely.
Do some shrooms up here. Take like 6 of them.
If I'm retired, I'll do it with you.
I'm gonna do that shit soon.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna be doing that shit no time soon.
Already. You got years. You got at least 2 years. So you probably can smoke like. You know what I'm saying?
No, next year. If
you can't do it to the end.
Yeah, but I can retire.
That's like 2 years, man.
Oh, next year.
Oh, that's like a year. That's like a year.
As soon as I put my paperwork in, as soon as I walk out the job, I'm free.
That's good.
So if I decide to retire in June, July, once I walk out, I'm not getting no more checks. Not getting no more checks from the government. They'll cash out all my vacation or whatever they're gonna pay me for, and then I start working towards my pension, which will come once a month.
So money, man.
Yeah. But should I set this shit up when I was still in my 20s?
That's good money.
Still in my 20s.
That's why I said my 401k. I've been putting money in that shit since I started working. The day I started.
Yeah, I got. Well, we what do you call it? The thrift savings plan. We got that too.
That shit is essential because that and a pension.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you could get Social Security later on too.
Mm-hmm.
If it's still there.
See, with my
shit is still alive. If that shit is still alive.
With my type of retirement next year, I can get a Social Security supplement. I can make
that's good money.
No matter what I make, it doesn't affect the supplement up until I reach the mandatory retirement age. Like a 57.
Oh, that's how old it is for y'all?
Yeah, 57 for us. 57 or 60, I don't remember. And then after that, once I get that, I can't make any real extra money. Like that's what I never understood about Social Security. You pay into it your whole life and they nickel and dime you when you retire.
Yeah.
My granddad, when he retired,
they really trying not to give it to you. It's like insurance. Yeah. It's like insurance. They fight you the whole tooth and nail. They trying not to give you your money and die and keep your money.
Yeah, I never.
That's enough. I'm about to show you something. That's another hustle United States is doing. They've been doing since the beginning of time too. This that I just bought yesterday. It's about the first 5 million Black millionaires after slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Like these people that was having money in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm talking about millionaires, Black people in the 20s. But each one of these stories, somehow they got swindled out of their money.
Wow.
Like it was one dude. He owned most of California by himself. So when he died, he was from where he was from. He came from the Virgin Islands up here, but this was in like the 1800s or so. He came from the Virgin Islands. He was up here. He was light skinned, so he was passing for white at one time. So he was messing with this lady. So he had to tell the lady that he was white. He told the lady runs away and goes. And she goes, oh, I gotta tell her father. Make a long story short, the lady kills herself, so he leaves the town and he goes west. This is how he ends up in California. This one, Mexico owned California. He's kind of swindled Mexico out of California. He the reason kind of how America got California for real. He the reason, but when he died, he left everything to his mom's. She was in the Virgin Islands, and a white dude that was handling something went down there and gave her like, I guess he gave her like $3 million, whatever $3 million was back then.
Probably like
it was worth like 300 million or some stupid shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But all these people, all these stories, all these people, they got swindled. All these people was millionaires. All of them basically got swindled out of their money. I told you. Like, yeah.
I was watching this History Channel thing talking about like during the Revolutionary War, there was actually slaves who escaped to fight for the Brits. So they was the descendants of slaves that fought for the Brits. When the Brits lost, a lot of them went to the Virgin Islands. A lot of the black slaves, former slaves, went to the Virgin Islands. So there's a lot of motherfuckers in the Virgin Islands that are descendants of slaves here in the States.
Another thing they don't know is too about the Seminole Wars. The Seminole Wars is the real reason why slavery stopped.
The Seminoles from Florida?
The Seminoles and it was the Maroons. Both of them was in Florida killing the Maroons was killing the French, and the Seminoles was killing they was just killing anybody. They was going to burning plantations, killing up generals and the Confederate, whatever the army they was. So, because at this time, Florida wasn't a part of the United States at this time. Florida was separate. I think France owned Florida at the time. And this is why the Maroons was fighting France. But they was living in the swamps. It was people that was actually free. They was born free. They during slavery, too. They never was slaves. Because they was in Florida fighting. They was fighting, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's really, it was started costing the United States so much money. That's really why they stopped slavery. They realized they couldn't keep niggas captive forever because eventually, you know what I'm saying? They act like it was only Nat Turner, and it was way more revolts than Nat Turner.
Yeah, I want to watch more history stuff because I actually found out a lot of crazy shit, like with the Revolutionary War. You heard of the dude? What's his name? The dude that betrayed the United States. Oh shit! I just had his name on my tongue. But he was George Washington's homie, and he was a general.
Oh, the first one that committed treason, Benedict Arnold. That's why they call you a Benedict Arnold when you're a traitor.
The fucked up thing is, Benedict Arnold did a lot for these motherfuckers.
He was
winning wars, and then they were politically giving his wins to other generals, and they weren't promoting him. That's what drew him. Like when he betrayed the United States, it wasn't really strictly for money. It was mostly because of his pride. He felt like he was fucked over, and after there was a point of no return, George Washington actually offered him a leadership role that was what he would have wanted. Had he not already decided to betray the United States, he would have took it. So what happened was they caught, like, Benedict Arnold met with the dude, gave him all the stuff he needed to give the Brits their information where they could attack like what's now called West Point and take it. West Point was a huge military It was called actually. It was named after Benedict Arnold at one point. They caught the dude. They caught the notes that Benedict gave him. Once they reviewed the note, there's no other person that would have known that but the dude that was the commander. And at the time, Benedict was the commander. He bounced and he went over to the Brit side. He got his uniforms. He was chilling with him. And when everything was done, he went back to England. He was a miserable dude. George Washington was his homie. So they said like George Washington even was like so in disbelief that his bro would do this shit to him, and it fucked him up. But George Washington had a lot of shit going on.
Grimy.
A lot of shit, huh?
Grimy. All of them dudes was grimy, man. You gotta think, man, what kind of motherfucker, right, would be married? You got one of the young slave as your concubine, you get her pregnant, have a baby by her, you would give the kids your last name, but still put them in slavery, though.
Oh, George was doing that?
They always doing that. How you think we get these last names?
Yeah.
They always doing that. That's where we got the last name from. They always doing that.
Actually, I actually watched a show about how slavery came up during the writing of the Declaration of Independence. They purposely wrote around slavery because a bunch of the people that were signing it were all slave owners. And Thomas Jefferson, who made all those babies with his wife's half sister, who was a slave, he actually tried to write it in to get rid of slavery. He inherited his slaves from his dead wife, dad. A lot of people don't know that, but he made a lot of babies. But his babies were allowed to leave. Like if they wanted to leave, he let them.
Because what was happening was they was having like a lot of them was having some kind of internal fight with themselves because they was racist as fuck. But then they was loving these women too, acting like they wasn't. They was in love with the women. Then they had the kids. The kids is half black and they love the kids too. And so they couldn't sit there and act. They couldn't love the kids because it's one of them stories I'm reading where the white dude treated the little black kid like his son. He just couldn't call him dad, but he did everything for him, bought him everything. He treated him like his son though. But that was that internal conflict they had with themselves. But it's strange that even if you notice, how could you be racist and have a kid from this lady and still get a kid the last name? It's strange.
Well, what I was told too, this is what I always thought. If you were owned by the plantation, all the slaves had to take they had to take names from the plantation. So if it was, let's say I was the Clinton plantation, all the slaves would take the Clinton name, and even when they were freed, they would roll off with the Clinton name.
The only thing I don't know why that won't make no sense, why that shit don't make no sense is because oftentimes, say I get a slave, I might work him and then I sell him to somebody else. What he do? Keep the last.
He got to change it to the new plantation owner. The name.
That's what they was doing.
Yeah, the new plantation owner. If you was from that plantation, that's one of the things about Henrietta Lacks, rest in peace. The mother of the immortal cell. It came from one of her ovarian cancer cells. Her family was still living because her family was sharecroppers. They were freed. Her family and her babies were still living on their former master's land in the 80s.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
It was people still thinking they were slaves like not too long ago. But if you live in some of these places and don't go out nowhere, that's what you think. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But they did. I heard they did wind up because her HeLa cell has generated billions of dollars, and most of the advances in genetics, even breaking the DNA code, came from her cancer cells. And I think they finally offered the family some money. They gave them some money to because they took it. Because back then, like George Hopkins University, that was the only place out here in this area because she was from this area, from Virginia. That was the only place that would treat black people. That's the reason she went out there with her cancer. It was because no other hospital around wouldn't treat black people. George Hopkins University was the only one, but you didn't have any privacy or anything else. They kind of just could do whatever they did. That's why they were able to take her samples from her and send it around and make money from it, and not even ever compensate her or her family. This woman died in the early 1900s.
Bro, they owe us so much money, it don't make no sense. Like, for me, I swear, from me doing this research from our family, it's making me research other shit. They stole so much shit. I think that's why they keep telling a lie, like they acting like they brought us all here.
Mm-hmm.
We all from Africa. Don't get it twisted. I'm not one of them niggas that think the slave trade didn't happen. All that shit happened, but most of them niggas went to the Caribbean and Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the black people here was already here. And they keep lying and lying because they stole everything from niggas. They stole everything. And this ain't nothing that I'm assuming. This is fact. You can look it up if you think I'm lying. Half of the they said, because if you do like the genetics of the natives that we see, they're really from the Asian Mongols.
I did read an article about that. Yeah.
So look, they're Asian Mongols. So they all they did was migrate here too. Mm-hmm. But it was black natives here too. Cause the tribe shit come from Africa. All that tribe shit, all the different tribes, that shit come from Africa. Like, niggas was here already. Niggas been here already. And this is proven. It's books written on it. It was explorers that came here talking about the first people they seen look the same. They look like the people in Ethiopia, and that's what they used to call Africa back in the day. Like,
yeah, Ethiopia.
The whole Africa, yeah. Right. So they were saying,
Egypt isn't even a fucking word they used. It was called Kemet.
Yes, Kemet. Yes, Kemet. All these new words was just white people words.
Yeah.
Facts. All the Nigeria was a white lady. All that shit is just.
Oh, yo, for real. It's funny you mentioned that. Me and Pops was just talking about this shit not even a couple days ago.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm telling you, they lied to us. A lot of this shit is I know it sounds crazy to be most of the niggas was here though. I'm telling you, most of the niggas was here, and they be like, "Well, how your DNA come to Africa?" Yeah, but if you do everybody DNA, most people DNA is gonna come from either Europe, Asia, or Africa.
I wanna try that 23andMe shit. Is that a complete different database?
I'm guessing it's more thorough. That's what I'm guessing. Probably. I don't know.
I might do that shit soon, man.
Let me know. See what pops up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
saying? But that shit is so interesting. They owe us money for the U.S. Freeman Bank. I found records on both sides of my family, on my mother's side too. Y'all owe us so much bread for that because y'all stole all that money and then start financing other people's businesses and building the railroads and shit like that. That's where that money came from.
Even Martin Luther King was talking about it. He was like, you're giving all these grants to these European farmers, and where's the black Negroes' money? I'm going to DC to get our check.
Yeah, they owe us money.
He was dead a week later.
Yeah, as soon as you start talking about that money, that's why they give everybody money except for niggas. They do not want, and it's something about the American blacks too. They do not want us, and I'm telling you, the reason why I know why they don't really want us to have nothing. All of that shit is the grudge they holding from the Seminole Wars. We was whooping they ass, nigga. Niggas was beating them so bad they had to make like a treaty with them niggas and say, all right, look, niggas. Y'all got it. Y'all got y'all freedom. Y'all got all that shit. All we ask is y'all move west. When we get y'all can move, and they just let them niggas move west. That's what happened.
And you know what's funny is that that's the only portion they never had a battle to win Florida. It was all off of treaties. And so
because they had to talk to them niggas. And they had, you feel what I'm saying? And I think that's where the grudge come from, because they feel like, even if you look at the American niggas is a little more unruly, and I think that's where the grudge come from. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, I never like Pops. He thinks that one of the grudges that are holding them from giving credit and trying to erase certain portions of history and not talk about it is more of they feel that our success means their demise. Like,
No, because I'm gonna show you something. They won't. I'm gonna show you why it's something about it's something specifically about American niggas, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. That's why they didn't mind letting Obama get in, because he ain't American. He's Kenyan. If you notice, when they be pushing certain niggas, look at these people background. They be West Indian, they be Nigerian. They don't be American though. It's something about the niggas here. It's something about the niggas here, and I'm telling you, I think that's what it was. We was whooping on them. We was whooping on them. Niggas probably was sneaking with white women, doing all kind of shit, and they holding grudges behind that shit. I'm telling you.
Like even they said like
about niggas here.
This one dude did a comedy skit. He said, "I like to congratulate Kamala Harris for being the first."
You sent that to me. I seen that shit.
Jamaican Indian person to be
African
elected.
American. Yeah, because she's not black.
No, she's not.
I don't know why they keep trying to push that lady ain't black. She's her father Jamaican, but he Indian. Jamaican.
Oh no, her mom's Indian and her dad's a descendant of biracial Jamaican.
Something like that, but I don't even think. But listen though, I think her dad is Cooley though. I don't think he's like. I don't think he's a nigga. Like I think he's Cooley.
Her dad is the descendant of a slave owner in Jamaica, a white slave owner. He's not even Cooley. He's part. He might have the slave he slept. His ancestors slept with.
That's what I'm saying. I think the other half of him was Cooley, not even black. I think she ain't black at all. Like, because them Coolies is Indian. Yeah. Them is the 7-Eleven store Indian. Like, you know yeah, they Indian.
That could be the case. But I know that like they were saying, like out of all of our living presidents, all of them is descendant of slave owners, except for Slick Dick Don, and then they got 100-something congressmen and senators that are all descendant of slave owners. So it was like, how is it that high a number of descendants? So some power got passed down. Some power, money, and influence did get passed down.
Nigga, he looked like a Cooley to me. This nigga Cooley. I know, nigga. If Google him. Google them and look them up. If you know Jamaicans, you know what a Cooley look like. Cooley's got strong genes. That nigga Cooley, she ain't even black, nigga.
At all, period.
No, he look Cooley. He just old as fuck.
Oh, her father's still alive.
His name Donald Harris. I don't know if he's still alive, but I know that picture you got. He looked old.
I didn't know. You know, remember Montel Williams, the talk show host?
Mm-hmm. That's his ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that. That's how I know she ain't black.
I didn't know they were married, but I knew they were messing around.
Yeah, she ain't black at all. She could pass for black. She one of them. You don't know
she's
what.
a woman of color. She's a melanated.
I swear to God, I hate that. That's another trap. See, that's another trap they do to make sure niggas don't get nothing, right? You notice how come everybody else get they separate shit, but when it come time for black niggas, American niggas to start getting shit, they start throwing everybody in that pot. People of color, so everybody get some of this money. Like, nigga, know, like.
And they were talking about like a lot of the hardships, even through the mass lynchings and the violence that was dealt upon people that were freed from slavery for decades, maybe close to 100-something years. All the shit they fought for, everybody else got benefits from it.
Everybody else got it. And then then it's the thing too, even the black immigrants too, they let a lot of black immigrants too, and they benefit off it too. And then they be disrespecting niggas.
True.
Calling niggas all kind of names, like African niggas calling niggas akatas, and East African niggas calling niggas jareers and abids, and these are the words they call us though. It's the crazy. You be like, how a nigga way over there got a word for a nigga? Or that shit is weird. Like, yeah, we don't got no words for nobody.
Well, the only country where they sent a bunch of cats from here and they put them in a ruling class was Liberia. Yeah, Liberia. And they've been battling and having civil wars forever. And I ain't gonna lie, when we was flying through international airports, the crappiest airport I ever went through was Liberia. This broken
I
down
remember you told me that shit.
helicopters. It was overgrown. We landed on a runway with grass growing through cracks on the fucking runway.
Yeah, cracks on a runway is crazy.
That was like, yo, and even the other Africans that were on the plane and from other countries, like, this is their international airport? This country got nothing. Because we go to Nigeria, Uganda, any other African country, the international airport, it was freshly paved. It looked sweet. They had the fucking lawn kept. The what do you call it? What is it called? The people that prune the lawn and
landscapers.
The landscaping was on point. And then we go to fucking Liberia. That shit was trash. It was fucking horrible.
Africans, I ain't gonna lie. Them niggas in Africa should be ashamed of themselves. The reason why I'm saying that is I know it's bad over there, but for allowing it to get that bad when y'all got all the resources and all that shit, being all friendly and docile, letting them people just come up in y'all shit and steal all the resources.
I don't think it's just their fault. I think that a lot of intel from these other countries that have money would murder anyone that
I'm about to say something that's about to offend everybody. Look, the reason why them niggas is going through it because they don't got they too docile and they don't got like they didn't learn the game yet. You know how you get ahead? They kind of gotta start making deals with criminals to get the money up like every other country does. That's how countries get money. Am I lying?
Not really.
Every single country that's dominant in the world, nigga. That's how they get on. Y'all gotta start making, but the African niggas is steady on some goofy shit. They goofy. Nigga.
There's a new line of Africans. They kicking CIA out. They doing their own.
But they better learn how to get the money though. Get the money.
Keep an eye on them. I think this might be a different.
I hope they get their shit to get the money because y'all really should be ashamed of yourself. Because that's how America got on. See this, you know why the United States got so powerful? Because when niggas first came over here, it was unruly.
Yeah.
Niggas over here just was running crazy, doing what they want. Everybody running crazy. Yeah, everybody running
law
crazy.
enforcement just smoking cats.
So they was just getting money however they was trying to get. They was just getting it however they needed to get it. And then when they formed a government, they still kept that level of treachery, and they still keep it like that. You gotta be treacherous, like. Look, whenever the government needs money, a new drug come around. And tell me where I'm lying at.
But they moved that shit in. They actually proved that the CIA was moving drugs.
Nigga, come on, man. We been knew that.
We knew that, but the public didn't know.
How?
They didn't know.
The crazy thing is like this. Most of these people where these drugs grow is farmers, dog.
Mm-hmm.
They are farmers. They're country people. They live in the middle of nowhere. They don't know nothing about chemistry. All these drugs that we doing, it's a little white dude that's going there teaching these people how to do this shit, man. There's no getting around that. Like, there's not a nigga on earth that they got a laboratory.
Especially with meth. And crack.
All of them drugs. When you talk, every single drug you need a laboratory for, except for weed. Well, you need a lab for every drug except for weed.
I don't think any or hardly any cocaine's ever processed here. It's processed when it's brought in. It's processed from Colombia.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is this: what I'm saying. They process it over there, but who taught them niggas how to process this shit? These is country niggas. I told you it's a little white dude going in these forests and teach. That's what I said. Like, it's not because these people is country. It's not even the city niggas that grow the coke and all that shit. It's the niggas in the country, the farmers.
Now Joe Rogan actually talked to a dude that was at the height of the weed shit. He said the cartels would actually fly people in, put them in the middle of federal land to plant and groom farms of weed to process it. It's not worth it no more. They stopped doing that.
Yeah, because we growing weed here. That's why it
No,
ain't
this
worth
was
it.
here. I was talking about here. Like these were cartel people coming in, but you got you're right. You're right. We got other people that are like
It's
legalized.
legal. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
legal. It
weed.
ain't. It don't make no sense. Like
I get what
it's like you just putting on it. Now you gotta. The only way you can make money off it, you process and you gotta sell it for dirt cheap.
Mhm.
It ain't worth it. That's why they all selling fentanyl.
Well,
That's how you know this was the whole war on drugs, my nigga. That shit was all a play for them to up the prices on the coke and to lock niggas up at the same time. You get a double whammy because the up the price on the coke, they make more money off. Because once it get hot, that's when the price go up. Because the price of coke was up, then they started flooding it. Then the coke price went down. Then the war on drugs came, and then it went back up.
see, what I never understood with this fentanyl shit, motherfuckers pushing fentanyl is killing all their customers. What the fuck?
They don't give a fuck. The people,
Crazy.
you got, it's not. You figure I'm gonna show you the double whammy. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You ain't hip to the game yet, too. You like the Africans now, my nigga. what think about fentanyl, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get the double whammy. They already think it's too many people, so you're gonna kill off the degenerates. The people that they consider degenerates, you're gonna kill off most of the degenerate people, and you getting money.
Because crack used to make people superhuman. I never witnessed a crackhead die in my life.
Crackheads that was smoking when I was young still alive. All them niggas.
So
Unless they got murdered or some shit. Like.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I never.
But that's the play, bro. That's they killing people. You figure they ain't getting ain't nobody. We ain't seen now one prominent motherfucker die off of fentanyl. It's all these people that they could.
No, there's prominent niggas. Mac Miller, Prince. Prince died off of
fentanyl. You lost. I'm talking about to them.
Oh, okay, never mind.
To in their eyes, artists, shit like that degenerate to them people. They mean them ain't people they give a fuck. Yeah, they expendable.
More money off of them when they
and
dead.
Then Prince was already a headache anyway. Like with the business shit, he was doing too much. He was too business savvy. He was a headache.
Mike too. Michael. They said that they thought he was going to sign to Sony Records. He bought majority share, and they allowed him to do it, and he backed out and just took his shares and then signed with another.
Mike was a headache to them too. But that's what I'm saying. Them type of people, they don't really. You ain't see not one major politician or nobody like that they give a fuck about die off no fentanyl. So that's why they don't give a fuck. Like these people that's ain't. But I'm telling you, bro. In order for your country to succeed for real, especially coming from how them African countries is, they got to get a little more treacherous.
Yeah.
And they got to start letting their people do a little more shit. Stop tightening the rules. Let the internet build your infrastructure. Let the internet go. And y'all tripping.
You heard that Nigeria went to 100% digital currency, and then they started rioting and shit.
That's what I'm saying. They be doing too much goofy shit. Like,
our country too.
Huh?
Our country wants to do the same shit.
Yeah, but see, this the thing. The digital, that shit ain't gonna work here. See, this the thing, right? What them African niggas ain't getting. Build your infrastructure yet before y'all start trying to change the game, nigga. Y'all shit all fucked up. Y'all beefing with each other. You got too many tribes over there. It's like 500 different tribes, too many different languages. Y'all niggas is goofy over there. Like. And then come here bringing that and then come here hating American niggas. The most strangest, bizarre shit ever. Like, y'all on some goofy shit over there. That's why black people are supposed to be way ahead. If them niggas can get this shit straight over there, we'd have been good. They can't though.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas get off that goofy ass shit over there. Man, them niggas on some goofy ass shit, nigga. Nigga, start linking up with some of them niggas in the hood that know how to move shit around. Start moving shit, nigga. Get your money up. Like, that's how y'all compete with everybody else. That's what everybody. What you think the Chinese do? dope and all that heroin and all that shit. What you think they doing? The pills and the
Sending
where you
that
think
shit
that, nigga? Matter of fact, where you think that fentanyl's coming from?
Oh, definitely coming from China.
All right, so what
China
niggas?
China makes it a death penalty to be a drug dealer on their land. They make the money.
Yeah, but they pushing it out. That's what
Yeah,
they. But they even do that in the Chinese neighborhoods. They don't sell drugs in the Chinese neighborhood. They sell it to everybody else. That's how they move.
Wow. Yeah.
But the Africans could do the same shit. I'll be pushing drugs in China. What the fuck you talking about?
Just don't get caught. China.
Yeah, just don't get, or just go somewhere close to China. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they gotta get a little more like treacherous. Them niggas be on some friendly goo goo gaga shit. Like get off of that shit. That's why the white people keep coming in y'all lane. Y'all wouldn't have to kick them niggas out. Y'all had thorough niggas over there. Y'all had Mumar and them niggas. Y'all should have never let the white niggas go over there and kill Mumar.
Yeah.
Really, that was Obama. Like,
yeah, that was Obama that ended Muammar. Obama also toppled the previous government in Ukraine.
That's why I told you Obama was on some bullshit too. But I'm telling you, that's because Obama ain't no American nigga. He that nigga African nigga. Them African niggas be so confused. That's why when niggas be talking that Pan-African shit, I used to be into that shit. And then when I started doing my research, I'm like, man, them niggas over there don't even like each other.
Well, it's the same in Europe. Europeans didn't like each other either.
No. It's different than the Europeans. The Europeans, right? Italians won't like Irish niggas. But it ain't like Italians ain't, you feel what I'm saying? Ain't chopping up Italian niggas. Them niggas over there got 500-600 different tribes and they're killing each other. Stupid niggas.
Yeah,
and they all look the same. Like being dumb, like they on some dumb. That's why they can't get right. They all over there. Why they fighting each other? Chinese niggas just mosey on and their white people over there living good. The white people and the Chinese people living good over there.
You gotta, yo, what's up, Megan Park? Welcome to the broadcast. Yo, freaking you talk to Pops. He got this all these books. He sends us links to a lot of this shit, and he talks about the separation with the African nation.
Them niggas hate niggas. Them niggas need to get off that jealousy shit and fix their own fucking countries and shit like that. That's they pride. Yo, we can't at this point. We can't. I'm gonna show you something, right? Why we gotta stop giving them niggas excuses too. That's why I said I'm about to say some shit that I don't even give a fuck. Look, right? I must tell you why we gotta stop giving them niggas excuses. One, we should be way more fucked up in the head than them.
True.
They don't really got all these excuses for all these traumatic history and all that shit like we got. They shouldn't be as confused as them niggas are. Them niggas just built a big ass white Jesus in Nigeria. Bro, you heard me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about recently. They just did this shit, built a big ass. That's how confused they are. Like, that's why we can't get right. We can't build with them niggas till they get their shit right. Like, because they come over here calling us akatas and just tell their kids stay away from the American niggas. You do know they be doing that, right?
Yeah, I heard, yeah.
And not just some of them, all of them be doing that shit. They come here, tell their kids, you'll stay away from the American niggas like they different.
You know what'll happen if they ever actually pay the American cast their reparations? These fuckers will be trying to pretend they're American at a heartbeat.
That's why it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work though. But you know the Nigerian niggas be scamming, so they definitely gonna be trying it, but it's not gonna work
because like they can actually track our shit genetically.
Yeah, and in the 1870s, the 1870 census, they all got to do that, nigga. You wasn't here, you just got here. You ain't even related to nobody here, nigga.
For real,
it ain't even gonna be possible to do that shit. But I'm just saying, like, I love all black people. Let me say this: all black people. I'm them niggas in Africa gotta get their shit together. I'm gonna keep it 100.
It definitely do.
I ain't with all that. We all the same. We ain't the same, nigga. Just like them niggas don't think we the same either. That's why they be called. They got them the pejorative names for us and all that weird shit. That's why, because they look at us different. We different than them niggas, and we way more
militant,
unruly.
Yeah.
Because we not gonna allow the shit that they be allowing. If we was the majority, bro, tell me this: if it was the majority of give a country to American niggas, right? We the majority there. You think we gonna allow motherfuckers to just come in there and just take our shit?
Nope. Like even here in the States, in order to control us, they had to murder most of our leaders.
They still got to get military for us when we start acting crazy. Still,
that's why like Pops is even concerned. He even said like with even with the assassination, he considers Nipsey Hussle's murder an assassination.
It is.
He said there's no way in hell. This man was helping his community. He was doing so much for his people, and a lot of it was selfless, like just sharing. Like he had a internet bar for young entrepreneurs, and even in one of the last videos they call him alive was when that rap shit. Ti went to Nipsey Hussle's center and walked in with Nipsey, and this was like a week or two before Nipsey got murdered.
Nipsey shit was an assassination just because of who he was, but that shit ain't no conspiracy. That was some nigga shit. Some jealous nigga shit. I just think the police probably could have stopped it because he might have been, they let it happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, most of the other assassinations, Martin, they let it happen.
Malcolm, I'm about to show you some. I'm about to tell you some weird shit that I found out today, and it's about to fuck your head up. I know why they scared of us. Because mathematically, we really supposed to be dead. I'm gonna show you why. In this book I'm reading, it just said that the life expectancy of a slave was fucking I think 30, 29, 27, 28, something like that. That was the life expectancy.
Well, they found mass graveyards on slave plantations of children with their joints worked to the bone.
But listen to what I'm saying though. How is we still alive, right? Even in their mind, like how the fuck is this nigga still alive?
You already know the warrior spirit of the individuals. Only the strongest survive. That's why there's such a more of a warrior spirit in some of our people.
And another thing I'm gonna tell you that they know too. They know they need us to survive too. Because they tried to be here by themselves and almost died more than one time. They came here with like 300 people try to settle here and went down. They died down to like 50 people. You know about that? I think it was like 1918 or something. It was some shit like 16 something. It was some shit like that. They just before slavery, they try to settle themselves and came here and almost died. Them niggas was eating each other for real, documented shit. Like they cannot survive without us for real. And when you think about most of the shit, they can say, "Oh yeah, that shit don't." Even Europe is shitty too.
Yeah, Europe was pretty gangster.
Europe is shitty. Am I tripping? They can be, oh yeah, we did all this shit, but Europe is shitty though.
Oh, it is. Definitely.
Many good spots in Europe. Europe is shitty.
But well, now there's a lot of good spots. They've been funneling in all these African resources. I went to Portugal. Portugal was a good place. Amsterdam's a good place. I went to a bunch of places in Europe. Now I have friends in Scotland, not in Scotland, in Ireland. Their internet is still sucky. Like we're trying to mimic some of these places that have less technology than us. And we're trying to like get rid of all of our energy resources to be greener.
We gotta get these Democrats out of here, man. And I ain't even with that shit,
green, but it still wouldn't help unless you get
starting to be on some. I swear, vote Republican. These Democrats just be wanting to get
a lot of
the
middle ground cats have fell to that because they got tired of the bullshit.
Y'all just giving away all our shit. Stop doing that.
I told people when Biden was running, I said, listen, if he gets elected, the border is going to be wide open. If he gets elected, he's going to kill our energy independence. You're stupid. That's just right wing shit. I'm not even a right wing nigga. I'm middle of the road. I seen how Obama ran shit. But Obama wasn't dumb enough to ask these motherfuckers to come. The wide open border, that's strictly a Biden thing.
I ain't gonna lie, I really don't give a fuck. This land is kind of cursed. I'm gonna tell you why, like too. It's a lot of shit that my brain works so different, right? Look, back in slavery day, Mississippi was like the richest, like the richest state, right at one time, because they was moving the most cotton. Mm-hmm. Now look, what's the poorest state right now?
Mississippi.
Yep. All that, you think that shit is accident? It's a reason for all that shit. Like, just like I be feeling like certain people that be getting haunted, like certain houses that be having spirits and shit. Them shit, the land is probably cursed or some shit. Like,
did you ever see that shit where Isaac Hayes went to the slave port and some spirit hit him and made him cry?
Mad people be crying in them shit.
Yeah, because the damage and the
mad people be crying in them shits. What you mad people? He ain't the only one. Mad people be crying.
This shit was caught on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like crazy. So people haven't been there.
Yeah, shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, certain shit. You gotta let them white people handle their own shit. Like, just like they want everybody to be on this Palestine, Israeli. I don't know enough to.
Here's the problem. I don't know enough, and I also saw a lot of videos where they was like real rambunctious against.
Yeah, they don't like niggas.
Yeah, they don't real wrong. So why should I be concerned? Let y'all figure that out. Let y'all do that. I don't want babies dying. I want, if they could stop that, please stop.
Yeah, I hope all y'all stop dying, even the grown people, because I hope everybody stop dying. But I what I will say is this: I don't want all you racist motherfuckers coming over here. Don't let them racist motherfuckers come over, because all y'all gonna do is put them right next to us too. Because that's the shit with them. That's the shit that's pissing me off of the Democrats too. Y'all let all these niggas come in here and then throw them on top of niggas. Y'all never let them in. Let them around y'all.
Oh, when they
got
did
all
that,
the space.
No, they did that. They sent them out to what's that spot in New England, and that shit blew up immediately. They shipped all them motherfuckers out. Texas sent a bunch of migrants over.
Where they sent them? Where they sent them?
Not to. I'm trying to think of it. It's a New England spot.
You know that wasn't working up here. These niggas got way too much. White boys got way too much money up here.
Back down. They shut that shit down quick.
Yeah, they got way too much money up here. You don't send them here. You send them to like, I don't know.
They send them to Chicago. They send them to other places. They still
niggas send them niggas in the middle of nowhere. Why y'all keep putting them on top of niggas?
Don't do that because they're already gonna pay for them. They need a little bit of infrastructure, so some of the money comes from the taxpayer. And the government
stop sending all them niggas here. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Stop doing that goofy shit. I don't give a fuck what Republic. Let the Republicans get in here and let them niggas get stingy. Stop giving all our shit away. Like,
that's what happens. That's one of the things that's bad with the Latinos. Yeah, the Latinos might come in and be Democratic, but a huge portion of the conservative party, they made us think it's all racist white guys. It's old school Catholic Latinos. That's
what Latinos hate niggas. What? Yeah, I don't know why niggas keep trying to push this black and brown shit. Y'all, they hate niggas. What is we doing? Like, nigga, the worst police is the Spanish ones, nigga. This word on everything I love. No disrespect to the Spanish people that ain't on that. But when you gotta deal with the worst niggas is the Spanish. Them niggas be on it way worse than the white boys for it. So what are we doing here? Like, that's why when they keep pushing all the black and brown, what black and blue niggas, them niggas do not. They don't. Generally speaking, they don't fuck with niggas neither. Like,
for real.
They keep trying to throw. That's why we can't never have shit too. They keep putting us in the mix with people that don't even like niggas.
That is true.
Because even the black niggas that come here don't like American niggas, generally speaking. And that goes for everybody. Like, and I got friends from everywhere, but generally speaking, they all, you feel what I'm saying? Generally speaking, as a culture, they all be telling their kids, yo, don't fuck with them niggas.
Same. I understood it.
So it don't make no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? That immigration shit, we the ones, and black people the ones voting Democrat all the time. And all they do is bring here that hate. They bring all these people here that hate niggas.
And also, the only reason they're able to drop their babies off here is because of black people. Amendment was done to the Constitution to give black people citizenship. All y'all motherfuckers that are dropping babies out your coochies and getting citizenship is all because of the black folks that are
nigga.
here.
I'll take it even a step further than that. If you ain't white, the only reason why you are here is because of black Americans fighting for you niggas to get here. Because at first they was only letting Irish, they was only letting white immigrants here. They was not even letting niggas here. Niggas had to fight for them niggas to get here too. This is a fact.
Yo, give me 2 seconds. I gotta hit the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. Oh, he done clicked out. This shit done tappied out. Hope my boy alright though. They left me here no music. Let's look at the chat. Alright, let me see. Let me see if one of these videos will play now too. I can't even push this shit up here neither. I can't do nothing. Yeah, I can't do shit. Check my YouTube, man. See what's going on up there.
You're the only one I love.
Yeah.
Real quick, baby, just slow it down. Look, I should be the one.
Shit, I never removed my audio during the live broadcast. You still can hear the music even though I bounce?
Hell no, you couldn't hear shit. The screen was empty. It was just me up here, quiet as hell.
I'm sorry, man. I was sitting around, just having a good conversation. I had to piss for a good hour.
Nah, that's all good. It's all good. Nah, that shit go.
Yo, had to take a shit.
Oh, then Mark had to take a shit.
Nah, it was a piss, a long one. A long
shit
one.
Crazy as shit. It was good, cuz you got to come up here one of these days, man. I promise.
So say finish. I'm sorry, brother. I cut you off.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we was talking about for real.
Yo, I want to send a shout out to all the folks that hit us with the heart. Yo, Megan Park, much love. Mo, much love. And our brother Mark Matthew, whose music has been playing in the background. This is Mark's nephew. Shawn Silver is also our cuz, a family occasion. And I appreciate all you folks that come in to check out and hang out with us. We appreciate all you motherfuckers. Stay blessed, stay positive. Yo, I ran off of here like I had to take a shit. I ain't gonna lie, but it was a piss. I was pinching it off, man.
I ain't gonna front. I thought you had to call Earl or something.
No, I had to piss. Bad. I was holding it for over an hour. All the sipping water, and I've only been doing water and wine because I said we don't need a visit of the drunk me on this motherfucker. My speech slows down. I watched those broadcasts. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you can see the progression like over the time. You'll see the progression, and it'll start getting slurry by the end.
Yeah. That shit don't look good. So I said I'm not gonna start. And most of those, I started out like sipping, before the broadcast. Chilling.
Yeah, I already know you had to be. Some of them you had to be drunk before the podcast, and it just got crazy by the end. Like, had to be.
Like, yo, I was like, nah, that's not cool. That's not cool. So I said I'm backing off of that shit. Yo, man, my black ass. Yo, I sprinted back to the bathroom, man. We dropped it off. Hold up, I didn't even use our hey yo. No, not that one. Hard pause. We never even used that shit. I should have used that at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use it at the end. How much more time? I still got some videos to view.
Put them up.
I'm trying to see how I'm gonna do this shit. Hold up, let me move this shit over.
Yeah, remove them other shits. Just remove them.
Yeah, I got you. You move this shit over. I don't like the way that looks. Like, you ever heard of the comedian George Carlin? You ever heard of the comedian George Carlin?
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, but I actually could have been able to see this fool.
George Carlin, one of the goats. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could have saw him. I wasn't able to. Oh, okay, this shit's kind of working. Hold up.
Why is it that most of the people who are against abortion are people you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place, huh? Boy, these conservatives are really something, aren't they? They're all in favor of the unborn. They will do anything for the unborn. But once you're born, you're on your own.
Yo, I could have went to see this guy.
Conservatives are obsessed with the fetus from conception to 9 months. After that, they don't want to know about you. They don't want to hear from you. No, nothing. No neonatal care, no daycare, no Head Start, no school lunch, no food stamps, no welfare, no nothing. If you're preborn, you're fine. If you're preschool, you're fucked. You're fucked.
And this man been dead for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
This dude been dead for a minute. He actually has even a stand-up bit where he talks about Ramblin' Joe. No, I'm sorry. That was Robin Williams. Robin Williams been dead for a minute. He even has a Ramblin' Joe bit. Alexa, what year did Robin Williams pass away?
He been dead a minute too.
August 11th, 2014.
2014?
Yeah, 2014.
And that was pretty recent.
Yeah, but he talked about Ramblin' Joe.
The hell is Ramblin' Joe?
But I could have went to see George Carlin, and George Carlin is a nostalgic comedian. He's all the old school comedians. You might not be able to get along with his shit. He did great observational comedy. He was very political based. Like, if he was still alive today, he have a fuck ton of material.
George Carlin is in like most comedians' top 5 if you ask him. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Most of them got him in the top 5 type shit.
Well, shit, one of my top, like, at least top 10, Gerald Giraldo, Gerald Giraldo was his name? Hold up.
I don't even know who that is, bro.
Yo, I'm one day I'm put him up for you. Hold up. Let me move this shit out because I ain't gonna play too much more of this. I don't know. It's off of Instagram, but I don't know.
Yeah, get that copy rizzle. Yeah, Instagram be on that copyright shit too.
Yo, Instagram hit me on copyright shit of videos I posted a decade ago.
Yeah, that's Facebook though. You know, it's the same shit. That's all that is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's you with that copyright shit too.
I got put in the Facebook timeout, and they still never told me what video caused it. But then when I fought it, they let me back. But it was only on web based, not mobile.
The fuck?
It's weird. It was weird, and I post a lot of weird shit on my Julian Blaq Facebook page. That was one of the spots we're streaming from. But I didn't think I post anything, and I don't see anything removed that I can remember. So they need to kind of tell you when they're doing that shit.
Yeah, I would never go live on Facebook ever. Like, stupid.
I mean, we're on my Julian.
No, you live. Yeah, I know you live up there, but I wouldn't go live on that motherfucker. Hell no.
But we probably should shut this mug down. We reached a 2-hour point.
Yeah, been 2:10.
But ladies and gentlemen, ladies, and all the individuals who fit in between, thank you for coming to the broadcast. Julian Blaq at Corner TV, always here for you every Sunday. We apologize for last Sunday. That was strictly me. Terrell was
all niggas who fit in between.
Yo,
pause.
he said hard pause. Thank you for coming to the Hard Pause podcast yet again. Love you, motherfuckers. Please make sure you come back anytime. Share with all your family members. Even grandma could come. You know what I'm saying? God bless. Stay positive. Stay safe. Love you, motherfuckers.
All right. Oh my God.
Go and keep on doing what you do. Make it pop, mommy.